The image of a U.S. nuclear aircraft carrier sailing through the Caribbean is not just a display of military power. It symbolizes geopolitical influence and global projection capability. In 2025, this presence has become even more relevant due to the growing tensions between the United States and Venezuela. The USS Gerald R. Ford, the largest nuclear aircraft carrier in the world, has become a central piece in this strategy, showing what it means to have a strike group, a nuclear aircraft carrier strike group, operating in such a sensitive region as the Caribbean. But what exactly is a nuclear aircraft carrier strike group? It is a naval formation composed of an aircraft carrier, destroyers, cruisers, attack submarines, and aircraft, all coordinated for joint operations. The USS Gerald R. Ford, for example, can carry up to 90 aircraft and has a crew of over 5,000 personnel. Its nuclear propulsion allows the ship to operate virtually without limits on autonomy, providing superior speed and maneuverability. This combination transforms the aircraft carrier and its strike group into a mobile military power platform, capable of influencing political decisions and controlling strategic regions. Beyond its impressive air power, a strike group provides control of both maritime and airspace, the ability to carry out precision strikes with cruise missiles, electronic warfare and intelligence operations, and significant deterrent presence. These capabilities make a nuclear aircraft carrier and its strike group not just tools for direct combat, but also instruments of military diplomacy and foreign policy. The mere movement of these vessels can alter the balance of power in a region and send clear political messages. In October 2025, the USS Gerald R. Ford was redirected from Europe to the Caribbean, accompanied by 5 destroyers, as part of an expanded operation against drug trafficking networks and to reinforce U.S. military presence near Venezuela. This movement also included the arrival of the USS Gravely in Trinidad and Tobago, signaling that the United States is not only concerned with internal security, but also willing to project force in response to potential regional threats. The U.S. military presence in this area has direct implications for Venezuela, which closely monitors every American maneuver. The Venezuelan government, led by Nicolás Maduro, accused the United States of manufacturing a conflict and seeking regime change. In response, Venezuela mobilized its armed forces and militias, deploying around 25,000 troops to combat drug trafficking and prepare for possible confrontations. The Bolivarian nation also intensified military exercises along its coast and in strategic areas, demonstrating readiness to respond to any actions it considers hostile. This increase in tensions has created a continuous state of alert in the region, with risks of accidental escalation. Since September, the United States has conducted multiple attacks on vessels suspected of involvement with drug cartels, resulting in dozens of deaths. In addition, B-1B bombers have been deployed to the region, enhancing U.S. air power projection capabilities. These operations have sparked criticism regarding the legality and proportionality of the actions, with international organizations and human rights experts expressing concern about possible violations and the risks of escalation into an open conflict. The geopolitical impact of a nuclear aircraft carrier strike group goes beyond immediate security concerns. The U.S. military presence in the Caribbean shifts the balance of power in the region, affecting relations with allies, adversaries, and neighboring countries. Moreover, these operations directly impact international trade, especially in the energy sector, given Venezuela's importance as an oil producer. Regional instability can influence global oil prices and have economic consequences for markets dependent on Venezuelan energy exports. International organizations, such as the United Nations, have emphasized the need for dialogue between the United States and Venezuela to prevent an escalation that could lead to an armed conflict. Diplomacy becomes essential in a scenario where military demonstrations are interpreted differently by various regional actors. In this context, the power of a strike group is measured not only by the number of weapons or ships, but by its ability to influence political decisions and maintain deterrence without necessarily engaging in direct combat. The 2025 scenario shows that the power of a nuclear aircraft carrier and its strike group goes far beyond military capability. It acts as an instrument of foreign policy, a tool of deterrence, and a symbol of authority. The escalating tension between the United States and Venezuela demonstrates how military presence can impact political, economic, and social decisions, requiring careful strategic analysis. A strike group is therefore central not only in military operations, but also in maintaining regional stability, projecting global power, and demonstrating that a nation possesses the means to protect its interests and influence international events. In summary, the power of a U.S. nuclear aircraft carrier strike group is immense, combining unique air, naval, and strategic capabilities. In 2025, amid tensions with Venezuela, this power becomes even more visible, showing that military presence and foreign policy go hand in hand. The strike group is a reminder that in an increasingly unstable world, strength and deterrence remain central tools in global geopolitics, capable of shaping decisions and redefining relations between nations without firing a single shot.